One of the most common things I see in consult is itchy dogs. And here's what you need to know. That itch is not a diagnosis, it's just a symptom. So if your dog is scratching at their fur or licking at their paws, rubbing their face on the ground, or getting recurring ear infections, skin infections, or even scooting their bottoms on the ground, it could be that there's an underlying condition that's driving inflammation and itching in their bodies. Some of the more common things that cause inflammation in their bodies would be allergies, such as food or environmental allergies, parasites such as fleas and mites, infection, bacteria and yeast love inflamed skin, or even things like hormonal imbalances such as thyroid problems or even diabetes. I think one of the more common mistakes I see people make is to change their dog's food and shampoos over and over again without finding an underlying cause. They might get some relief from that, but it's usually short-lived and the itch will just come straight back. What we do as vets is we try and find the underlying cause that is the reason for that itch. So we would usually start a workup by ruling out simple things like parasites. We might try flea treatments, and then we will manage their infection appropriately. We will use different shampoos, creams, antibiotics, or medications that will alleviate that itch for them, because it's really important to alleviate the itch, even though that might not be the primary reason, the primary cause. We still want to get that under control. We might try to eliminate some allergies, like we might try different food trials, or we might try to map out their allergy patterns. Is this something that's seasonal, or is it something that happens year round? And finally, the main thing that I think people need to take away from that consult is that a lot of the time the underlying cause is not something that can be cured, but it often is something that can be really well managed as long as we know what we're dealing with. So the sooner we find that cause, the better we can manage your dog, because itch can be really painful and really uncomfortable, and it really does become a quality of life issue, both for the pet and the owner. So yeah, as long as we can figure out what's the driving force behind it, then we can manage it appropriately.